Yo, what's up? This is Sensei. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about essential tips to keep you safe on the road and to avoid these damn accidents, man. I mean, I hate to have to be making these videos talking about accidents, but listen, people are not paying attention, and we as riders do not need to go out there and do more things to make the accidents occur even more often. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of that's going on. So let's dive in. Y'all know I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. I'm going to give y'all 100 different things, okay? Keep it track. I got my list right in front of me. So if you see me looking to my right, maybe your left from how you're watching the video, that's because I'm looking at my list. And I'm going to break it down into segments. The first one we're going to talk about is preparation. Number one, get proper training. Complete an accredited motorcycle riding course. Learn from somebody who has the experience and who can give you some insights as a new rider. Even if you're a seasoned rider, you can still learn a lot of things from an instructor. It's just like anything else in the world, right? No matter how good you are, there's always someone that knows a bit more than you do, and they can share something. Maybe it's that one thing that you never thought about. Right? How to make the proper U-turn, how to make a figure eight, how to turn in a small or tight space, how to look through a turn. You never know, right? How to use your brakes properly. Is it an 80-20% ratio, a 50-50 ratio, front brake versus rear brake? We don't know. And speaking of that, number two is to know your bike. Familiarize yourself with your motorcycle. Know how your bike operates. Understand what sounds good, what feels weird. My motorcycles, I have two of them, right? So I learn how my bike feels. I can tell when something is wrong. What's that hissing sound? Why am I getting more vibration in the front end? Maybe I need more air, right? Maybe the forks needs new fluids. I don't know, but I want to know my bike. Get to know your bike. Number three, inspect your motorcycle. A lot of times before you ride your bike, you don't have to go and do a full overall crazy long inspection every single time. I know most of us ain't doing that, but check your tire, check your brakes, make sure the brake lights are working, make sure your indicators are doing good, because the last thing you want to do is be riding your bike and your rear lights is out and nobody is telling you nothing until you hear bam and car smacks into you. We don't want that. Number four, wear appropriate gear. I can't tell you what appropriate gear is. You can determine what it is. Like, I don't have the pants with the pads. Some people like the pants with the pads, and I'm going to have to get the pants with the padding made out of that canvas and heavy duty Teflon pants. But I have the jackets, I have the glove, I have the helmet, the full face. But wear the appropriate gear for your area. Know the style riding you're doing and what is appropriate to you. Okay. Number five, check the weather. Knowing how to prepare for the weather. Now, I'm not just going to go outside and go and ride in a bunch of rain or in snow, but if I happen to get caught in the rain, I'm still going to ride through that rainstorm. I've been in some crazy rainstorms. Some of y'all watching this video has ridden with me in some crazy rainstorm, okay? And thank God we came out alive and well. But check the weather. When you're traveling, use the apps. They have a lot of weather apps that you can check and see what the hell is going on, all right? Number six, plan your route. Are there any gravel roads? Are you a jet black person and you're about to ride through a Ku Klux Klan community? You know what I'm saying? Do you have on a whole bunch of red clothing and you're about to ride through Bloods territory? I mean, even I'm adding humor to that. Just check your routes, plan your routes, know where you're going so you can choose the safest route to get to where you need to get to, right? If you know you're scared of back roads and you're fearful of back roads, then make sure you got your route situated where it's mostly on the freeways. And the opposite goes if you don't like the freeways. You see what I'm saying? Number seven, stay visible. So stay visible means if you're wearing just all black and your bike is all black, ain't nobody gonna see you. Put something on that's bright, something that's bright orange, bright yellow, reflector gears. I'm gonna touch on that later on again. Put stuff on that gets the attention of drivers, I love my flashlights, the strobe lights, custom dynamic strobe lights. That's on the back of my bike, both of my bikes. When I hit that brake, that stuff flashes. It gives cars the warning. And you have different settings. So be invisible. You feel me? The next one is adjust the cargo. Secure and balance your cargo properly. Avoid the extreme shifts in weight. So when you have somebody you ride into up, okay, where does the manual on your motorcycle say the suspension needs to be in the rear? Make sure you take the time to adjust the suspension. And that's what it means to adjust that cargo. You might have a heavier package on the back, carrying stuff. You're going on a long ride. What the hell is that in my teeth? You would be talking and a piece of food just come out of your mouth. I'm keeping that. I'm not editing that out. I keep this thing raw and ready. So adjusted cardio. Number 9, mind your skill level. What does that mean? Don't ride in conditions or at the speeds that exceed your riding ability. If you're riding with a group of people who are seasoned in riding at higher speeds and you have just started riding for like a year or two, and you have been staying at 75 miles an hour, maybe 80, and these guys are going at 90 to 100, you don't ride with those people. You don't. Number one, you're putting your life at risk and you're putting their life at risk. Ride at your skill level. Know what your skill level is, and you're going to be just fine. Number 10, carry emergency contact information around with you. When I'm riding with people, I normally tend to collect their spouse's numbers, and I share my spouse's numbers. My spouse number, okay? My spouse is, honey, if you're watching this video, that was error. It's only one of you, okay? I love you. So it's good to share the information. So if something happens and maybe it's not nothing terrible, you know, your bike might shut down and somebody needs to call your spouse and tell them that you're fine. So always have your information ready. All right. Part 2, riding techniques. Watch your speed. Speeding, it decreases your reaction time and it increases your risk of crashing. The faster you go, the least likely you are to be able to respond quick enough to evade an object that's coming at you. If you're moving at 80 miles an hour, that object is coming at you double the speed. And by the time you see that object, it's too late. You done smacked into the cow. You done smacked into the freaking gators on the road. You see what I'm saying? And that's the little tires from the freaking trucks. You done smacked into all of that craziness. So watch your speed. Be careful when you're doing unnecessary speeding. Like if I'm going cross country and I have an open road, sometimes I'm going to gun that thing to 90 miles an hour. I might go to 100. If you police, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody nothing. Okay? Now, the next number 2 in part 2 is to use both of your brakes. The rear brake controls your motorcycle. Your front brake literally stops the motorcycle. If you tend to use that front brake too sharp, it's going to send your handlebar flipping this way and you're going to go flying over that handlebar during an emergency. Don't do that. You want to use both brakes. Practice how to use the proper amount of front, the proper amount of rear. Now, you have a lot of people who claim that they're gurus and they will give you the exact amount of percentage that you need to press the front, rear versus the rear. You should use 40% of the front and 60% of the rear, or use 50% of the rear and 50% of the front. Listen, every single rider and every single motorcycle is different. I will say, go at 80 miles an hour in an open road, empty road, and practice stopping. I like to do the what ifs. What if right now a cow came in front of me? Ooh, how long did it take for me to stop that motorcycle? Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets for you, okay? Trust me. All right. Number 3, keep your distance. Maintain a safe following distance from the vehicles that's in front of you. I hate when I'm seeing guys riding on their motorcycles and they are tailgating behind another vehicle moving at ridiculous speeds. Now in traffic, I get it. You know, when things is moving a little slower, when I'm riding in a big group, I'm a little aggressive when I'm doing road captain or if I'm playing blocker, I'm a little aggressive when cars are holding up the far left lane. I will pull up on them just to give them some ideas like, yo, we need for you to move the hell out the way so we can keep on moving at our speed. You're holding up the process, man. But that doesn't make it right. You have to keep your distance. Know your distance, because if something happens and that car happens to stop. Now, let me be very clear on what I just said. If I'm pulling up on a car, I'm pulling up to the side angle so they can see me off their mirror. I'm not in their blind spots. And if they happen to stop, I'm safe enough because I still have enough room to escape. You see what I'm saying? Keep your distance. Number 4, avoid weaving. Stay in your lane and avoid unnecessary lane changes. When you're weaving, it feels good. We all do it. But when you're weaving, let's face it, your chance of getting into an accident can happen really quick. Because, you're weaving. You're having a damn good time. And you did not see that damn freaking Charger that was just pulling up behind you, moving at 120 miles an hour. And you're now visiting your great-great-great-great-grandmother, who we know is gone. You're now visiting this individual, okay? So be careful when you're weaving. Next one, ride defensively, man. Assume that all drivers don't see you. Nobody sees you. The driver is not seeing you. Sometimes I put my hands up and I'll wave. Yo, man, I'm over here. I'll just slow down because riders ride arrogant. Not all rider, but a lot of riders tend to ride very arrogant until smack. And we don't need that. Ride defensively. Be ready for mistakes. I'm going to give you an example. When I'm riding on that highway, I don't want to ride between two cars. If the cars are like this, I'm not riding between those two cars. I'll aim my best not to do that. Okay? Now, do I ever do that? Yes. But 98% of the times, I'm not doing that. If the cars are this way, stagnated, then that gives me room. Why? If the car happens to flip over to the right, the one on the left comes to the right, and there's a car right there, where am I going to go? So I want to make sure that you have to prepare your head. You have to ride defensively. You have to prepare yourself to move the hell out the way. Don't set yourself up. Don't ride next to no truck. Them tires can blow any time and you gone after that. You ain't coming back. Number 6, practice evasive maneuvers. You see, we're going into the riding techniques, right? Evasive maneuvers. Learn how to evasive what? Evasive maneuvers? Evasive maneuvers. Man, I talk fast, man. When you practicing how to counter steer your motorcycle, the slower you go, the faster you're going to be able to counter steer. Your bike is going to respond faster. The faster you go, try to counter steer, you're going to notice it's not going to go as much. Learn how to lean your body. Learn how to properly turn into a steep turn without losing control. Learn how to control your clutch. Learn how to use your clutch, your brakes. Understand compression zone. Ride evasive. It's like me being in a tussle with somebody. I want to have my hands here protecting my face because that dude is going to try to crack me in the head most of the times. But I'm also protecting my ribs, right? So you want to be evasive. Number 7, use your signals. Use your hand signals if you're riding in a big group, and use your signals, your lights, left, right, hazard, whatever you got. Use your signals. Let people know what your intentions are in advance. If you are in a group, when I'm riding in a group, hand goes up to tell them that something is going to come. I'm going to the right. Okay. Hands go out. That's the right. Hand goes up. That's the left. That's the left right there. That's the right there. Okay. This means to stop for what we do. Okay. Everybody have different things. This is the universal. Police is coming. Slow it down if you're going fast. So use your signals. Number 8, avoid blind spots. Yo, blind spots. People are on their phone all the time. If you don't know where blind spots are on your vehicle, then you're not driving and you're not paying attention. Your blind spot, if you are on that quarter tank, the rear quarter of that vehicle, that rear view mirror, they're not going to see you there, especially if you're riding a quiet motorcycle. They're not going to see you, so don't think they saw you. Avoid the blind spots. Stay out where drivers can see you. When they can see you, at least they know you're there. Unless they're trying to purposely do something to you, avoid the blind spots. Number 9, look through turns. Look through the turns. It says right here what I have written, look where you want to go. I literally look where you want to go. Don't be looking down. Don't be looking past the turn. Look through the turn. See it. See what's in front of you. See what's ahead. There could be a whole pile of dog doo-doo right there. You don't even see it. When I'm walking, I'm looking through my walk. When I'm in trails, I'm looking through it so I can see what's ahead of me. So prepare. Number 10, be cautious at intersections. Oh my gosh, man. Most collisions, right? Most collisions happens at intersections. Check it out online. You're going to see it. You got to be vigilant here. Cars are coming and flying all over the place. The busier the day, the more chances are you're going to get into an accident. Let's move on. Number 3, road awareness. Number 1, watch for road hazards. We know what that means, right? Grass, leaves. During the fall is dangerous. You don't know your bike can slip from underneath you. Snakes, deers, pebbles. Those things can make you trip and lose your balance on that bike, and you all scrape the hell up, okay? I'm going to move through this a little faster. Be mindful of animals. Yeah, the deers. During the dawn and the dusk, man, listen, that's when a lot of deers come out. Where I live at, I'm in Deer Central, okay? Where I live at, I literally buy my deers presents because they always see me and they kind of keep their butts away. But I've been looking out for that damn country bear, the damn country deer, who would come out here and start talking like he damn here from down south. And listen, man, I'm gonna come out in front of you. When you see me come out in front of you, you better recognize who I am. So be careful of animals. I know too many people getting smacked by with animals. Number 3, understand the traffic laws. Understand the traffic flow, should I say, not the traffic laws. That's not the one I have written. That's coming up next, but later. But understand the flow of traffic. Anticipate the action of other drivers. Drivers can be finicky. They can have crazy problems. They can have psychological itches, and they just move quickly. You think you have control over that. You don't. If a driver's driving and they just do that, you don't understand. Your response time is too slow. It's like me going boom. You see, you couldn't even stop me from doing that. If I was in front of you, I'd have been hit you. Maybe you would have beat the crap out of me after that, but I'd have been hit you. No matter how fast you are. You see, boom, I just did it again. That's how fast it happens on the road, okay? So understand traffic flow. How is traffic flowing? Is everybody moving at speed limit? Is everybody going faster? If your ass is moving slower than everybody else, then move your butt over to the right, because people ain't got no time for no damn motorcycle. You ain't that special on the road. You're like a nuisance on the road, okay? They want to get to where they got to go. This one, number 4, is big for me, is staying sober. Never ride under the influence of alcohol. I have videos where I'm talking about that all the time. Avoid the damn alcohol. Avoid alcohol. Why y'all drinking when you riding your motorcycles? All of you guys that's watching this video who drinks a lot, do me a favor, man. Stop drinking your damn alcohol when you're riding your motorcycles, man. Do that stuff when you're home. You guys can hang out with your club. You can hang out with your boys. You can hang out with your homegirls. You can do what you got to do and still have a good time. Drink some lemonade, some fruit punch, some pina colada. You know what I mean? Alcohol free. Have all that stuff. You don't have to get liquor in your body to drink. I know a couple of guys right now who I refuse to ride with because these damn dudes is always drunk. Drinking, bro. Don't ask me to ride nowhere because I don't care how much control you think you got. Stop driving and riding under the influence, asshole. That's the way I see it, and I'm not going to take it back because you're putting yourself, your family on the line, everything you got. Stop it. And I mean that 100%. Take offense to it or not. I am unapologetic with that one. Okay, next one. It says limit distractions. Avoid using phones or electronic devices. I ain't going to say nothing more on that one. Number 6, respect weather conditions. Adjust your riding style and speed accordingly. I'm not going to say much on that one. 7, adapt to the darkness. Reduce speed and increase distance at night. The nighttime, you don't have control. You should not ride at 75 to 80 to 90 miles an hour during the nighttime. Your vision is impaired. especially if you have the damn alcohol in your system. But if you don't, still the same. It's dark. We need a helmet. We need a Iron Man helmet, right? One that we can literally put into, we can hit the button and you see all the digital readouts and it make everything look like daylight. That's coming. I know that's coming. We're moving to the future like that, right? But adapt to the darkness. Be vigilant in the dark. Number 8, beware of crosswinds. When I was going out to Canada, there was a storm that came out of nowhere, and the crosswind damn near broke my neck on the motorcycle. That thing, that thing broke my damn neck. That's how I felt. That crosswind will kill you if you're not prepared. And let me warn you, if you're not really a seasoned rider, those big semi trucks, they got some crazy wind that will smack you off your bike if you're not careful, okay? If you panic a lot. Number 9, practice good posture. Don't be slouching on your bike. Maintain control, comfortable, balance, seated. Position yourself. Be strong in your seating position. When you sit all collapsed and you're putting so much strain on your organs and your spine, and you're going to get tired really fast. Sit up tall. Feel that posture. Like right now, when I just said that, I'm pretty sure you sat up tall. Number 10, know your limits. Fatigue can impair your ability to react. Okay? Take breaks when you're going on these long rides. If you're with a group, once again, everybody's motivated to go, but you're there tired. You're risking everybody's life. Don't ride tired. You can pull off. You can tell everybody, give me the address of where you're going, and I will be more than happy to come out and I'll catch up. All right, let's move on. I'm gonna get through faster. I know time is ticking. Communication and attitude. Respect other drivers. Courtesy goes a long way, and it prevents accidents. Let me go back to when I was saying, when I pull up behind a car because they're moving too slow, and that car sees me and they respectfully move over, I give them the thumbs up, or I do like that. I don't do like this, and I don't start doing like that angry, because that person might be in a bad mood that day and go into some gremlin mindset and just decide they want to smack you and all the other riders with you. So respect other drivers. Next one, signal promptly. Give other drivers time to react to your movements. I said that earlier. Number 3, use your horn wisely to alert other people that you're around them, okay? Not those little baby horn. Like right now, I need to change the horn on my bike because that horn sound like baby squeaks. Beep, 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 beep. How the hell does Harley Davidson sell a $40,000 to $50,000 motorcycle with a baby tiny ass horn like that? Harley Davidson really sucks, man. They give you the cheapest of cheap, okay? But I still love my bike. Number 4, keep calm. Road rage, no good. Road rage can impair your judgment and it can make you react wrongly. I seen a video of a dude riding up on his motorcycle. He kicks the rear view mirror off this guy's car, and then he's riding and turns around and destroys his life into the back of another car because he wasn't paying attention because of road rage. We don't need that. Number 5, educate passengers. Make sure your passenger know how to sit and how to behave in the back of that bike. When you leaning, they don't need to be leaning extra with you. They're not controlling the damn bike. They don't need to be standing up and doing all kinds of craziness in the back of that bike. You give them exactly what you need them to do so you can get them there safely and get yourself there safely. Number 6, participate in riding groups. Remember, we're talking about communication and attitudes, right? So participate in riding groups. Learn from experienced riders. When you participate in riding groups, you learn more about your riding skills, whether you like riding groups or not. It's going to help you to realize, I really hate riding in groups. Or I really love riding in groups. I don't like riding in groups, but I like to ride in groups with certain people. But when I'm riding in groups and everybody's pulling behind me and giving me all this space, that's dangerous. Okay? I like riding in tight groups, people who have control. Number 7, share your route. Share your route with your spouse, your children, okay? Your best friend. Share the route with the police department. I don't care. Share the route with the president of the United States. Okay? Let someone know where the heck you're going, because if something happens, you know what? At least they can start to put a search out and say, the last time I seen Sensei, he was on the 95 heading to New York. Okay? Number 8, be predictable. Avoid sudden stops and starts. Be predictable. Don't just be stopping out of nowhere and then taking off all quickly. Take your time, especially when you're riding with other people. Remember, this is all about riding with groups and stuff. This is riding, okay? Number 9, use your mirrors frequently. Stop just thinking you good. If you're going to go to that right, look in that rear view mirror. Look in the rear view mirror. Make sure you're good. I know this video's a little long, guys, but I'm giving y'all a whole bunch of stuff, okay? This is a full book. So leave it in the comments. Let me know so far where you at. What are your thoughts on what I'm saying? Don't forget to hit that like button. Share this darn video because there's a lot of things I'm talking about that's going to help a lot of riders, new and seasoned riders, to get better. Okay, we're almost there. Number 5, maintenance and enhancement of your motorcycle. Regular maintenance. Follow the manufacturer's guidelines to service your bike. Follow the intervals. Change the oil. Change the spark plugs. Change the cables. Look at your brakes. Or your brakes worn out? I changed my brake a couple of months ago. My rear brake on Beast was ridiculously worn out. I was ashamed of myself. I was like, what the hell is this? Changed it out because my brake started squeaking, okay? It didn't sound good. Check the tire pressure regularly. No, like I run a 40-40 on mine, okay? I find that my bike runs at a 40-40 PSI, rear and front. For me, I got a fat tire in the front. I love the 40-40. Some people will do 40 in the rear, 38 in the front. Some people will do 38 in the front, 40 in the rear. Harley Davidson has their specific guides to what they choose, but that's just what they choose. But you might have a different motorcycle. Look and see what feels good for your bike, okay? Upgrade your lighting. I put my YOLO lights on my bike. Them lights is so bright. I could ride dead smack in the night and I can see Chupacabra. I can see the Sasquatch. I can see werewolves, vampires, zombies. I can see Batman hiding in the freaking trees waiting for the Joker to come out. I can see all of it. Okay? I'm Batman. I can see all of it. My lights in the back. I got the lights in the side. My bike is perfect. Upgrade your lighting. And I could use a little bit more too. Number 4, maintain the chain tension and keep it lubricated if you have a chain. If you have a belt, like what I have on my bike, make sure your belt tension is at the proper amount as recommended by your manual. Okay, because if you don't check that stuff, you're going to damage your whole damn bike. Number 5, inspect your brakes often. You see how I told you about my little failure at one point? Number 6, tighten the bolts and the nuts. Tighten up, especially, listen, every now and then, check the bolts on your axles, your front axle. Check the bolts on your shift levers. Check the bolts on, what else would I say? Yeah, those are the main things. Oh, yeah, and check that your saddlebags are nice and tight and your tour pack is nice and tight, okay? Keep your battery charged up. When you keep your battery charged, you have a healthier motorcycle, okay? Use a battery tender if you have a Harley. When I had my metric cruisers, I never had to use a battery tender ever, but Harley Davidson, like I said, they suck with a lot of things, and I'm not the first to say it, and I ain't the last. Harley Davidson need to step their damn game up and start giving us better stuff. But you know what? We make it the way we want it. So yeah, my bike is no longer a Harley Davidson. My bike is a Harley Davidson. It's a Ride Fit Nation bike. Yeah, how about that? All right, next one, replace worn parts. You got to replace worn parts. Don't look at stuff and try to maintain and try to keep it. No, anything that's worn out, change it. It's going to save you in the long run. And your chance of it falling apart while you're riding is slimmer. Number 9, use high quality fluids. Don't be buying no cheap oil or cheap gasoline. Get everything that's going to give you the best performance ever for your motorcycle. Number 10, attend bike workshops. What does that mean? Stay updated to the latest motorcycle maintenance tips. Learn how to do it yourself, okay? The last thing on this list is continued learning. It says take advantage of the riding courses, okay? Sharpen your skills. Learn advanced stuff. Go and take some bigger courses. Number 2, read riding literature. Stay informed about new riding theories and safety data, okay? Such as having the vest that you can use that expands and blows out if you get into an accident. I want to get one of those kits. Number 3, watch a lot of instructional videos. YouTube is a loaded library. You got videos you can watch all damn day. You know what I'm saying? So that's my stuff right there. I gave you a lot of things, man. I gave you, let me tell you how many I gave you right now. It wasn't 100 because I was playing around. I gave you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I gave you 50 different things to look out for. And we covered 10 tips for, let me go back to my list. About preparing, okay? Then we covered 10 tips about riding techniques. Then we covered 10 tips about road awareness. And then we covered 10 tips about communication and attitude. And then, of course, maintenance and enhancement of your bike. And then we finished off with 3 things for continued learning. So that's 53 things that I shared with you. Do me a favor. Leave that stuff in the comments, guys. Give me some topics that I should be talking about. Ride Fit Nation is here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep on growing and growing and growing. As long as you guys keep on engaging and commenting and sharing, we got to feed the algorithms so the algorithms know that people are interested in these topics, because as riders, we have to make sure that we are safe. We have to make sure that we are solid. And if you want to join me on some of these talks, email me at ridefitnation@gmail.com, and we can just shoot some videos and hit on some topics that I can share with all my riders, all my peoples, okay? Big shout outs to all of y'all who subscribe to the channel, who stay diligent to being safe out there, who takes charge of your health. Big shout outs to everybody who subscribe here, because without you guys, this ain't nothing. And as y'all know, I'm bringing y'all something fresh and new all the time, because that's what Ride Fit Nation is about. This is not, I repeat, just a motorcycle channel. This is a lifestyle channel. So you guys got to come back every week, check for these videos, because YouTube is hiding a lot of my videos. We need to stop that BS. All right, this is Sensei telling you, let's keep on getting these miles. Let's get that money. Let's get that muscle. Let's go. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.